Thank you, everybody, for that welcome. I can assure you my recent contributions in Westminster have been in front of far less welcoming crowds.
I feel disgusted by what the Honourable Gentleman has just said.
I don't care. Thank you.
I can't wait to see the back of the BBC. I think the BBC is a cancer at the heart of Britain.
Most of the people in Parliament are half-wits, and
I say to my constituents, don't believe in one word they say. Most of them lie like cheap Turkish rugs. The woman doesn't know what she's talking about. Nigel's running a cult. That's what I've concluded, and I think it's the cult of Nigel. And there are many cultists who support him. You cannot do it with Nigel Farage, and then he's got a team of what I call lightweight sort of servants, which is what you tend to find in a cult, whose idea of policy making is to sort of make it up down in the Marquis of Granby pub where you're having a few pints.
Quiet day, you know. I just thought I'd slip out for a quiet lunchtime drink.
I don't think he is a leader. I think he's ultimately a very good ballroom entertainer.
I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat.
And he entertains.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love.
He has demonstrated that he is not fit to be wielding that power.
It's going to simmer.
Honestly, I've never seen such an unprofessional chain of events in my life.
I'm sure a few tensions are going to emerge.
We've got Richard Tyson reform.
This is all your work, so if it doesn't add up and if it goes wrong, who's going to blame you?
It's a fair point.
it is said that a picture says 1,000 words. So here it is. Remember this picture and reflect on the fact that you elect them and your taxes pay for them. A committee adopts the intellect of the member with the lowest IQ.
Reality is with schools, I think
Brandon,
some of them,
to stop you there are baked beans incoming.
And makes bad decisions.
Got to get your shirt off.
Minor celebration.
We must now collectively, but legally, bring the fight to them. Thank you.
Well, the world in those days did make some sense. You have to live for the day. We cannot have Sharia courts. I think there are 92 of them across the country. It's a disgrace. Zero. I'm going to carry on if that's right. I finished. All you need is a man with half an eye and a blurred vision in Parliament, and he looks quite good. And judging by the questions that are asked by the voting MPs, I don't think most of them got a damn clue. No. But please, let's not have all this hypocrisy.
Totally.
I hate it.
Rupert Lowe, young at heart, thank you very much for coming.
Pleasure, Michael.
There are only two genders, male and female.
It's a shambles. Absolute shambles. Rupert Lowe.
It's like being mauled by a dead sheep, Barry, coming from your side of the room.
You know my views on Keir Starmer. I mean, Keir Starmer to me is a deeply unpleasant, duplicitous man. I don't trust a word he says. Having this voice coach over COVID, not only did the voice coach not make any difference.
I had a good time when I was...
Because they don't want some jumped up little twat saying...
A good time when I was...
You said in an LBC phone-in, well, you just simply refused to answer the question of whether a woman can have a penis, and... Yep.
I do...
Brilliant. Okay, have a good train journey.
The achievements of Keir Starmer, as you can see, very few. Our country is in the most precarious position I can remember. And what is the root cause? Let's go through several of my favourites. Immigration, immigration, immigration. I prefer to keep it simple, with the 2 Ds, detain deport. Detain, deport.
The Scottish government, that's running a fraud. They should be deported. You detain them and you deport them. Detain, deported, deported, deported. Deportations, and I wouldn't make it that comfortable either. Zero net immigration. Good rule, I like that rule. Do you trust the French? Not really. They have to go. Detain them, deport them. Deport. Detain and deport, deported. I'll tell you something else, deportation. End of story. Would deport, detain and deport, detain and deport. I would deport. They should be deported. On deportation, I'm telling you, Camilla, detain and deport. Common sense, but
The common senses.
deport, detain and deport, detaining and deporting, deport them straight away. All criminals, detaining and deport. We should set up a tented camp. Could be anywhere.
Skye.
Could be anywhere. The midges are better up north, but you know the Scottish may not like that. That's what I said. So that's option one. I said what I said because I mean it. I mean it. Detain and deport. Have you heard of Nauru Island in Australia? Don't come to the UK. Deporting and deport them as well. It's deported, not deported. Deportation, detaining, to deporting. Most of the people who come here, well, they should all be deported. The message has to be clear. Deportation. Deportation. Send a message. Deportation's the deportation scheme. Glorious music to my ears. Up next, deportations. If people think I'm going to pack up my tent and leave the field, they're very wrong. They should be deported, detained, and deported. Now is the time for the people of Britain to have the courage to speak out before they lose their freedom of speech, and their special way of life. I want the British government to put the British people at the top of the agenda. Let's be unapologetically patriotic. Slash tax across the board. Enforce the border. Deport those with no right to be here. Accept biological reality. Fight back against wokery, bulldoze nonsensical foreign aid, eradicate DEI, deliver sensible infrastructure, carpet bomb public sector waste, brutally crack down on crime, and plenty more. That sounds like a very good starting point to me. For too long, our language has been policed and censored. Decent men and women have been forced into silence. I say no more. I don't particularly care if we're liked by the rest of the world. Britain is a joke, and it has been for some time. Pathetic governments, get the hell out of our way. But the silent majority now needs the courage to call out the dysfunctional state of Britain before it's too late. We are full. Only the best, the brightest, to put it simply, deportation. So pretty much that's me.